Welcome to our podcast. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of web technology with a spotlight on an experimental web browser engine called vaev. Now, don't worry if you're not a tech wizard. We're going to break it down together in a way that's easy to digest. So, let's get into it. First off, what exactly is vaev? Well, it's a new browser engine that supports a variety of web standards. It's like the new kid on the block who can do some pretty cool tricks. So far, it can handle most display types, although it doesn't yet support grid layouts, which is something web developers love for creating responsive designs. You might be wondering about how it manages CSS, a crucial part of web design. vaev upholds standard CSS cascade behavior, which means it follows the rules that dictate how styles are applied on web pages. It even supports the pagination feature using @page rules, which can be a lifesaver for document printing. Speaking of which, there's a nifty print to PDF output function. Super handy for saving those important web pages, right? And it's quite flexible when it comes to CSS units too. It works with all types of CSS measurements, percentages, variables, and even those complicated calculations. Imagine being able to change your website's look instantaneously with just a tweak here and there. Now let's talk about how one might actually try out vaev. If you're intrigued and want to see it in action, you would need to run a series of commands to install it on your system. It's a bit of a technical process, but, sometimes the most rewarding experiences come from trying something new, right? You would install some development tools, clone the repository from GitHub, and then run it using a Python command. Isn't it intriguing how open source software allows us to experiment with cutting-edge technology? Speaking of which, have you ever tried building your own applications? Pause for a moment. Allow listeners to reflect on the question. It's also interesting to note the architecture of vaev. They even provide a diagram that illustrates how the engine is built, although it's in a specific format called TL-draw. That might be more about the developers than the average user, but it definitely showcases the work and thought that's gone into creating this engine. Before we wrap up, let's touch on the authors behind vaev. Loon Mercier, Paulo Medeiros, and Sleepy Monax have all contributed their skills and creativity to this project, showcasing a great blend of talent and vision. So what are the takeaways from today's discussion? vaev is a new experimental web browser engine that embraces a subset of web standards while offering some useful features for developers. It opens up avenues for exploration and experimentation, offering a fun playground for those brave enough to try it out. As we finish up today, I encourage you to think about what's next in web technology. What does it mean for the future of web development and browsing? Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, keep exploring and questioning the tech around you.